Hello everyone, I'm Jaswin. Me and my team has been working for some time to build some AI agents which can do DevOps tasks for you. Let's see how long they can stay on track and finish the task. Let us first sign in using GitHub. Let's create a new project. So today I'm going to ask the agents to build a ELK stack for us and deploy it on a VPS in DigitalOcean. Here is the requirements gatherer agent. So this is an agent to collect what we want the DevOps agents to build. So we can talk with this requirements gatherer agent, clarify our doubts, and even modify the requirements. Let me show you. We can see that all our requirements are collected. Let's see. It's giving 30 GB allocated for Elasticsearch, minimum of 4 CPUs, memory 8, storage GB 50, auto scaling folds. So the requirements look good to me, but we need to give the DigitalOcean API key so the agents can access our DigitalOcean account and deploy the resources in it. So let me paste the DigitalOcean API key. Do not worry, I will disable this API key after shooting this demo. You can see that the requirements agents have updated our requirements spec with the API key that can be used to access our DigitalOcean account. So let's proceed and let's see what the agents can do. So generating the plan, the architecture plan and the implementation plan. So the planning phases takes almost 1 minute in each of the planning phases. So there are a total of 5 phases. One is the requirements gathering, one is the architecture planning, and one is the implementation planning. After that, execution and validation stages. So let's go to the implementation planning phase. The architecture looks good to me. So we can see that the implementation plan is generated where each of the steps are described. Now let's confirm this plan and start the execution, and let's see what the agents can do. So there are a total of 15 steps. Let me auto approve all of the steps. So in step 2, the agent is creating the required directories that is needed to keep the required code. So I can see that everything is progressing smoothly. So let me leave it up to the agents to set up our ELK stack, and after some time we will check back. So we can see that we have completed the execution stage. Now there is a validation stage where it would verify Elasticsearch is running, Kibana is running, and log ingestion is working. So let's auto approve all those steps as well, and let's go and check what the execution agent had done. So there was this stage to initialize and apply Terraform. So you can see that in between the Terraform apply, we have run into some errors, especially the project doesn't exist already. And we can see that the agent went and edited the Terraform files to create the project first and then deploy the resources inside that project. Okay. Then there was this step to run Ansible. Let's check that as well. So it ran the Ansible playbook. Oh, and it got it in the first step itself with 0 errors. Interesting. We can see that the validation step succeeded. It just let's go and check that. So it has confirmed that the Kibana interface is also available.
Looks like the step failed in between and it's retrying. Let's see.
So you can see that the validation step here ingested a log message, and it tried to get that log message from the ELK cluster, and it is facing some issues. It couldn't get the log back. So the agent is going to investigate what the issue is and what's stopping the log from reaching the ELK cluster. So you can see that it's checking the logs, and it says it has found the issue. So let's see. So interesting. The agent has found out the issue, and it says there was a protocol mismatch for the beats protocol. Okay, so right now the agents build this ELK stack only to accept Beats protocol, but just for testing purposes, the agent is going to modify the ELK stack to accept TCP input as well. So it can send a JSON message and test whether the ELK is working properly. So considering our requirement hasn't mentioned to support either of these protocols, the agent is taking those decisions by itself. Which is fine. If we want it to support only one protocol, or if we want to add a new protocol, there is one more agent coming at the end which we can always ask to modify our system. So we can see that the agent has edited all the required files and is now restarting the log stash. Okay, so we can see that the agent was able to successfully test it. Yeah, so we see that it ran into some issues in between. Let's take that once more. The agent added a new configuration to accept logs on TCP port. Uh, but after that the port wasn't exposed, so it restarted the Docker containers with the right port exposed. So it made all the required changes, you can see, and it restarted the containers, etc. And it has validated the core functionality. So it looks good. So let's move to the next stage where the agents would give us a documentation on how all these things are set up, the port addresses, the IP addresses, how to use this new setup, etc. Because I'm using ELK stack for the first time, so I do not know exactly how it works. So let's wait for the agents to tell it. Okay, so let's check the documentation to see what the agent has built. So it has given us a small architecture and what all files it has wrote, the directory trees, the infrastructure details. Let's see the quick start guide, because I'm not very well versed with the ELK stack. And if we go to the quick start guide, we will see how to use it basically. So the quick start guide says this is where the ELK stack is. The Kibana's dashboard is. So I can see that both Kibana and Elasticsearch is running, but I am not really sure on how to use ELK stack yet. So I can see that some common tasks are mentioned here. So let me go through it. So the documentation says we can go to analytics and discover. Okay, management stack management index pattern. Okay, so this is the index pattern. It is asking us to see the test log that it injected. Okay, it's already there. So we can see the test log that was injected during the validation step here. So we can see that our ELK stack is up. Experience using an ELK stack. This is actually my first time setting up an ELK stack on a VPS, and now I have 10 other servers who are emitting logs which I have to divert to this ELK stack. But I do not know how to do it because this is my first time using ELK stack. So let's ask this helper agent on how to set it up. As the helper agent has access to all the setup that is done by the DevOps agents, it should be able to guide us on how to set up or how to divert the logs to this new setup. So we can see that the helper agent has looked at our existing configurations and has given us different options on how to send the logs from our servers to this ELK stack. One is using FileBit, and it says that's the option number one, and FileBit is the official Elastic log shipper. It has given us instructions on how to install FileBit on our servers, how to configure the FileBit on all our servers, including the configurations of the existing ELK stack, the IP address and ports, how to start it, and once we start the FileBit, we should be receiving the logs in our ELK stack. Another option is using TCP. We know the DevOps agents had set up TCP. Yeah, it looks like we can just send the logs as a JSON as well. And the next option is RSS logs. Now I want to test this ELK stack by sending a test log message from my local, and I want to see it in Kibana. But I'm not sure how to do that, so let's ask that to the helper agent. So we can see that it's checking the current configurations to make the curl command. So it says after sending the log, wait a few seconds. So now let's test it. I will select this method 2, which uses netcat. Slightly modifying this. I will include, yeah. Okay, looks like the message is sent. Now let's go and see if we can get this message in Kibana. not able to see the message, so let's wait for a few minutes, just like how the DevOps agent has asked us to. Okay, we can see the message here. 8:58, 8:57. So that means we have got the message here. So we have successfully tested out, sending a test message from our local system to the ELK stack that the DevOps agents set up for us, and we can successfully see that message in Kibana. So we can consider that the DevOps agents has successfully set up the ELK stack for us. Thank you.